Hey everybody, it's Emily. Welcome back to my channel. I am very excited about today's video. I went out today to Sephora and to Ulta and I did a little haul and I got some makeup products that I've been wanting to try for a really long time, but I sort of haven't let myself try them because they're higher end beauty products. And generally the only higher end products that I let myself buy are eyeshadow palettes because those are like my favorite things in the universe. But there's a couple other high end products that I've been wanting to try. So today I am doing a haul slash try on slash review video for you guys to review all these new makeup products that I got, and I'm gonna put them all into a look for you as well. So if you're interested to see what I got and what I think about it, then keep on watching. Okay, so if you saw my last video, you'll remember that we are currently staying in a camper because our house had a fire, so we're staying in a camper in our backyard. So that is my filming situation right now. So if the lighting is kind of weird, or like the background is kind of weird or anything, it's because I'm filming in our handy dandy little camper, and I can give you a tour. There's not like a ton to see because it's a camper, but if you really want to see it, I can show you. Okay, so I already moisturized my face. I just used the Fenty Beauty Dual Power Moisturizer. I've had this for a while. I'm kind of just using it to get rid of it. I don't love it, but I also don't hate it. I probably won't buy it again. It's not the most amazing moisturizer. Like I said, I'm just using it to get rid of it at this point. Oh no! Okay, so first off, I'm going to start with the Professional Primer. Now, I got this little mini primer in one of my Ipsy bags recently. And I thought for this look, I wanted to do a face primer. I definitely do not always do a face primer. In fact, most of the time I don't do one. But I decided for this look, since we're going to go a little more full glam, I think, might as well use a primer. Alright, so next we are going to use one of the products I bought today. It is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. Now there is a lot of hype around this foundation. There's a lot of hype around a lot of the products I bought. Basically, they're just ones that I've seen so many people rave about, and I've wanted to try them because I want to see for myself if they are as good as everybody says they are. So let's find out with this today. The shade that I got was shade 150. I did get color matched while at Sephora. So if this ends up not being my correct shade, I'll be a little upset. Okay, so I have heard from some reviews that this foundation does dry quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit on one half of my face and then blend it out with my damp beauty sponge, and then I'll go in and do the rest of my face after that. Okay, so I think I actually really like this foundation. It definitely is matte. It did dry a little quickly, so I'm happy I did the technique where I just pat my face and then the rest of my face, because I noticed some of the spots that I put on there that were a little thinner, they started to dry quicker. But I feel like that's pretty common with matte foundations. It blends so evenly and so easily. I'd be interested to see how long it lasts throughout the day. But so far, I really like it. I also really like the smell. It smells amazing. Okay, so the next product that I bought today that I've been wanting to try out is the infamous Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Now, when I went into Ulta to get this today, I had the lady color match me. She was asking me why I wanted this concealer, and I said, well, there's just a lot of hype around it. Everybody said it's amazing, best concealer ever. So of course I have to try it. And she said that she actually didn't like it that much because it's a bit harder to blend out. It takes more time to blend out. Whereas she showed me an Urban Decay one that she said was a bit easier to blend. So I still ended up getting the Tarte Shape Tape one. Now I'm like extra curious. Was she right? Is it too hard to blend out, or, you know, does it blend just fine? So the shade that I got matched for is the shade Fair Neutral. And also I think the shade for the Fenty foundation that she matched me, it like matches perfectly. Like literally it looks exactly like my skin tone, and that's pretty phenomenal. Okay, I love the large doe foot applicator. Never had this large one before. Hopefully it makes applying the concealer really easy. I didn't find it that difficult to blend out, honestly. Like, the damp beauty sponge did just fine. Like, I don't feel like it took any longer than my normal concealer does. And the coverage is insane. I feel like I never get this good of coverage, but you can just see the brightness here compared to the brightness here. Like, what? That's phenomenal. Alright, concealer done. Honestly, I feel like I blended out really easily. I think whenever she color matched it at the store, she used a blending brush to blend it out in a dry blending brush. So I kind of wonder if that affected how well it blended out. Maybe the concealer doesn't blend it out as well with the brush. But with the beauty sponge, it really blends out just fine, and the coverage is insane. Like, that's amazing. Again, it smells really good. Is this like a normal thing with high-end makeup that they smell good? Because I like it. Okay, I am going to set this concealer with the Tarte Smooth Operator Setting Powder. This is a mini. Again, it's one that I got in one of my Ipsy bags, and I have absolutely been obsessed with the setting powder ever since I got it. I use it every time I wear makeup. This really makes my skin so smooth and so soft, and it really makes it last a long time too, and that's everything you want from a setting powder. Recently, a new technique I've been doing to put my setting powder on under my eyes is I've been taking my damp beauty blender and dipping it in the lid so that you get the powder on there, and then I just lightly dab it into the under eye. Press it into the skin. It just melts together with that concealer. You get no creasing throughout the day. And this has been working incredibly well with my Maybelline concealer. So if it's working well with that, I can only imagine it's gonna work wonders with this Shape Tape. Next, we are going in with brows, and I'm going to use the infamous Anastasia Brow Wiz. This is again one of the products I picked up today. Okay, so I zoomed you guys in just a little bit, so hopefully you can see better as I do my brows. I will say, I think it did take me a little bit longer to do my brows with this than with the Maybelline one. It seemed like product wasn't wanting to come off on my brows as easily as it does with the Maybelline one. I don't know, maybe I got too light of a shade for my brows, I'm not really sure. I got the shade Ebony. There was one darker shade, I can't remember the shade number. Maybe I should have gone for that one. But I don't think the match is bad. It was just kind of hard to get the pigmentation that I wanted, so it took me a little longer with that. So maybe next time I'll have to go for the darker one, but in terms of application, like, I feel like it made my brows look amazing. Next, we are going in with eyes, and you cannot do a good eye look without primer. So I'm first going to prime my eyes with this Milani eyeshadow primer. So I am going to have a disclaimer if you hear any noise in the background. David's playing video games, and obviously we're in a camper, so it's not like we can really, like, I can't go to another room or anything, and I'm not going to tell him, hey, you can't play video games. So you may hear that in the background. It's just him playing a video game. It's fine. Okay, so if you guys know me at all, you know that I love eyeshadow. Eyeshadow is my favorite part of makeup. I think it's so fun just to play with all the colors, and I love collecting eyeshadow palettes. So today I did pick up two different eyeshadow palettes. I am only going to use one in this look. I will show you both of them though, just so you can see them, but I'm only going to use one of them in this look, and I think the other one I'm going to save for another video. The one that I'm going to use today just came out recently. I'm not sure what the exact release date was, but it is the Anastasia Norvina palette. Now, I have really been wanting this palette ever since I saw it across YouTube, and that is because it is primarily a cool tone palette. Now, don't get me wrong, I love me some warm tones. That they're very in right now to have warm toned eyeshadow looks, but I really like the way cool tone looked on my eyes, and recently it's been really hard to find some good eyeshadow palettes that have a lot of cool tone colors in them. So I picked up this one because I have really high hopes for it, so hopefully it does not disappoint. The second eyeshadow palette I actually hadn't heard of until I went into Ulta, and that kind of surprises me because normally I stay up to date on this brand's range of eyeshadows, like, because I'm obsessed with them. And if you've seen any of my videos, you probably know that I am talking about Urban Decay. I love Urban Decay eyeshadows. I have all the Naked palettes. They're all amazing. And today I saw the Urban Decay Born to Run palette, and it just called out to me. I'm not gonna unbox this right now, but I like really want to. So whenever I saw this palette, it just was like screaming my name, and I was like, I can't leave Ulta and not get this palette. I just can't do it. So I'm gonna save this for a whole other video where I fully concentrate the video on the eye look that I do with this palette. That is when I will unpackage it and everything, so make sure to stay tuned for that. Okay, so back to the Anastasia Norvina palette. Let's go ahead and open this up. This is my first Anastasia eyeshadow palette, and I have always wanted to try them because I've heard great things about the shadows. The packaging is the velvet packaging. I actually really like how it is velvet. I do know it can get dirty easily. That did happen with my original Urban Decay palette. If you guys know, that one comes in velvet packaging as well, and it does get dirty pretty easily. But let's be honest, it's really hard to keep eyeshadow palettes clean anyway. Oh my goodness, so it's even more gorgeous than I was expecting it to be. Here are the shadows. Wow, they are absolutely stunning. I am just itching to dip into Passion. It's this like brick maroon shade over here at the very end on the bottom, and these shimmers are absolutely stunning. It does come with an eyeshadow brush too. I'm interested to see what the quality of this would be like. Oh, it's actually very soft. That kind of surprises me. Normally brushes in palettes aren't that great, but this one's pretty nice. I'm gonna use it and see how much I actually like it in terms of application. So right off the bat, I am going to dip into the shade Volatile. I'm gonna put that shade right in my crease. Like, I barely even touched the brush into the shadow. It did have a lot of kick up of shadow. I saw that in a lot of the reviews too, but a lot of them said there wasn't fallout, so that's a good sign. I don't think I mind kick up in the pan as much as I would mind fallout. So if there's no fallout but there's kick up in the pan, that's fine by me. I'm just gonna gently work this shade right in my crease. Next, I'm going to dip into this shade Passion, the one that I was talking about earlier that I just was so excited to get into. And this I am going to pack onto my outer V, and then I am going to blend that out and up into the crease. Just start small because I don't want to do too much product at once. Oh, yep, I'm glad I did small because it is very pigmented, which is a good thing, but that does mean you need to start out with less product and build. Blends out just stunningly. Yep, I love that. I could see myself like just putting a light shadow there, and I could rock this like all the time. I feel as though I do have to apologize because I think the lighting in this trailer is making it difficult to see the shadows for how they actually are, but they are absolutely stunning on the skin. It's just not showing up in the camera the same as in real life. Alright, so I'm just gonna go big or go home. This might turn out horribly, but whatever, I don't care. I am gonna go in with this shade Celestial, and I'm gonna put that all over the rest of my lid for a bit of drama. So pretty. There's like hints of blue and purple sparkle in it too, which I can really see showing up in the mirror as I'm putting this on. I love that. Alright, next I'm going to go in with the shade Wild Child and put that right in the center of the lid, a little bit over that transition from the matte shade as well. Those two shades mixed together are stunning. Okay, I am then gonna go in with the shade Rose Gold, and I'm gonna put that a little farther on the outer edge towards that matte shade. Okay, I'm then gonna go back into a little more of Passion, put a little bit more of that on this outer crease area, just to make it deepen up the look. I am then going to take the shade Dreamer and put that in my inner corners and also on my brow bone. Okay, I will say I do think that shade Dreamer might just be a tad too dark for me for a brow bone highlight. I think it'll work great in the inner corner, but now my brow bone kind of has like an orangey tint to it, which is what I was going for. Alright, so I'm gonna call that good for the eyeshadow. I really liked how it turned out. It looks sort of like ethereal, is that the name? Like, I feel like a fairy princess. So next we are on to eyeliner and mascara. Now, I am obsessed with this mascara. Disclaimer, not a huge fan of the name. But this is one of the best mascaras. I used to use it in college a lot, and I haven't bought it in a while, and I really wanted to get it again. It is the TooFaced Better Than Sex mascara. Whenever I went to buy this, I was just going to get the mascara, and then the girl at the counter, whenever I gave her the mascara to buy, she was like, hold on, you need to get this instead. It's a full-size mascara and a TooFaced eyeliner for only $1 more than what the normal full-size mascara is. Now, how am I going to say no to $1 eyeliner? Could be horrible. We're going to find out. Now, this eyeliner is the TooFaced Sketch Marker, and it says, "You're so Too-Faced." I have never used this eyeliner before. I've never even heard of it. So let's see how good it does. Alright, one wing done. That wing was a bit hard for me to put on, but as far as the liner across the eye, that was super easy. I just kind of think the wing was hard because I didn't have anything to rest my elbow on. I'm used to resting my elbow when I do a wing, so I'm not going to blame the eyeliner for that. I'm blaming the lack of an elbow rester because the going across the eyelid itself was so easy to do. Alright, next we are going on to the Better Than Sex mascara. Now, everything that I bought today up to this point has pretty much been a first impressions because I have never used them before. This, however, I have used before. I know I love it. It makes my lashes so incredibly voluminous, and I don't wear false lashes, so I want them to be as voluminous as possible naturally, and this helps me achieve that. Okay, I think I actually forgot how much I stinking love this mascara. Look at how voluminous my eyelashes are. They look amazing. I do want to put some shadow on my lower lash line. So I'm going to go ahead and use that brush that came with the eyeshadow palette. That's what I used for this whole eye look. And I'm going to use the flat shader side. And I think I'm going to go in with the Celestial. That's the shade that's all over our lids. I'm going to run that on my lower lash line. Right over that, I am going to go in with Wild Child. I'm just going to do that on the center to the inner corner. Okay, I am then going to go in with Rose Gold as well, just on the center. Okay, so my camera battery was and is trying to die on me. Long story short, I don't have my charger with me. So I'm trying to hurry up and finish this. So I went ahead and did my bronzer, blush, and highlighter and some lip gloss off camera because all of that is stuff that I normally use. You can see that in previous tutorials. It's nothing new. I do have one more thing that I bought today that I want to try on camera for the first time. Where did I put it? It is the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus Matte finishing spray or setting spray. I love my Urban Decay All-Nighter spray. However, that is also currently not with us. We have some cleaners cleaning our house, and they literally took all of our belongings that we didn't already take, and part of that was my battery charger for my camera, but I'm ordering a new one, and my all-nighter setting spray. So I wanted to pick up a new setting spray. I've heard great things about this one, so I thought I would give it a try and get it to spray first. There we go. Okay, I will say it doesn't quite smell as good as the Urban Decay one. It doesn't necessarily smell bad, but I really loved how the Urban Decay one smelled. And I'll let you guys know how that lasts throughout the day once I film the Born to Run first impressions for you guys. But overall, my first impressions right now of these products, I really loved all of them. The only thing is with the Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil, again, it did take me a little bit more effort to get the color payoff that I was wanting. But that could just be because I got the wrong color for my brows. Overall, that's really the only negative I can say. Even with the Norvina palette, I had seen a lot of people saying that there was a lot of kickback with that, or a lot of kick up of powder when they put the brush in. But I did notice a little bit of that, but nothing too horrible, like nothing to make me mad about it. Like, it seemed pretty normal, to be honest, maybe a little above average, but honestly, the ones I was seeing reviews on, like, they must really like dig their eyeshadow brushes in their palettes, because they were getting a lot of kickback and I did not get nearly as much as them. So maybe it's all about how heavy-handed you are, but I didn't really notice it to be that big of an issue. Like, it's not something that's gonna deter me from buying this palette by all means. Okay, with that Fenty Beauty Foundation, by the way, I'm obsessed with how my skin looks. Like, I don't think my base has like ever looked this good ever, including on my wedding day. I feel like my skin looks so smooth. It looks dewy where I put the highlighter intentionally, but it doesn't look like I'm sweating. And that's what I want. I don't want to look like I'm sweating, but I want to look like I'm glowing, and that's how I look, so I like it. But anyway, you guys, I just wanted to try out these products for the first time with you. As you know, if you've seen a lot of my beauty tutorials before, a lot of the products I use are drugstore, so I was really excited to try out some of these higher end makeup products, and hopefully I'll be able to do that a little bit more in the future as well. So if you guys did enjoy this video and you enjoyed this try on haul first impressions, please give it a thumbs up. I would love to do more of these for you guys if you do like them, and please subscribe as well if you did enjoy it. You can also follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter as normal. I am on all of those. I will say, the other day I did tell David I really don't use Twitter that much, but you can follow me on there if you want to. Anyway, you guys, I really hope you did enjoy this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! One more time. He thinks my outro wave is funny. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments.